you to another installment of the Tyrone Shorter Show here on PowerCats TV. I'm your host, Robbie Donahoe. Week 1 in the books for your Louisville Wildcats. Turning the page now to Week 2, and we are joined by your head coach of the Wildcats, Tyrone Shorter. Coach, these aren't going to be fun coming off of losses. I don't think we're going to have many more of those this year.
Hope not.
Hope not, but it happened. We lost on Friday. But what's the one thing you really took away from the most out of that game on Friday?
Well, we're still learning this team. We still learning this team. We know we can play some defense. Our defense came into this ball game and we pitched a shutout. And so we plan on doing a lot of that this year. Our offense, we struggle a little, but I took some positive out of it because, we came in and watched film as a coaching staff, and we moved the ball up and down the field. But, we got inside the 30-yard line, I think, 4 times, and we just couldn't punch it in. Too many mistakes. I just feel like we just got to correct the mistakes that we made offensively and move forward. I'm anxious to see how well this team take adversity. I'm anxious to see how well we handle this situation right here. Either two things can happen, Robbie. We can move forward. We can learn from this game right here and move forward and get better, or we can tuck our tail and quit. And this is not my first rodeo. Starting off losing the first game of the season, go ahead on to win a state championship. We took some positive things and some negative things from this game, and we're going to share it with the kids today at practice and in our meetings in a few minutes and move forward.
You mentioned the defense, how great they were, holding Knoxby to under 70 yards of total offense, only 2 first downs the entire game. What was it about that defense Friday that they just, pin your ears back, let's go get in the backfield and let's go get them? It seemed like there was no fear. And even through the cramps and the heat and the humidity and maybe not rotating as many guys as normal, everything seemed to work for them. What was it about the defense on Friday?
Relentless effort. Our defense, they came out and they played lights out. The kids that we have on defense, they have so much speed, so much talent, and hats off to the defensive coaches. They coach their tails off. They put the kids in right positions and good positions and make plays, and the defense played really well, and I'm so proud of those guys. But the game played in 3 phases, Robbie. Offense, special team, and defense. No matter how well our defense played, we still lost. And so we just got to get better in the other 2 phases of the ball game for us to be a really, really successful football team. And that's my job. And I'm gonna get it right. I'm still learning a lot of these kids, but we're gonna get this. We're gonna get it turned around, and we're gonna do it in a hurry.
I think that's the one takeaway the most is not only is this team learning to play together, these coaches are learning to coach together.
You're right.
And it's a process. You said it after the game. One game is not going to define a season.
No.
A 2-0 loss is not going to define this season. So you turn the page, and now week 2. You come in, first home game of the year. People are still going to be excited about coming in for the first game of 2019.
Right.
And you face a team like West Point who is strong, mentally, physically, emotionally, very disciplined. How do you handle a team that they don't seem to beat themselves very often? They
don't. It's funny. That's how we were talking about it last night in our coaches meeting. West Point gonna be West Point. I'm very familiar with West Point. They're not gonna beat themselves. They discipline. You might stop in 3 quarters, and then that 4th quarter they might hit 3 big runs. That's how they play you. They're gonna try to slow the game down, and they're gonna catch you slipping, slip it back out of the backfield, tight end streaking up the middle of the field. So that's how West Point play. They're not gonna beat themselves. They capitalize on your mistakes. So we most definitely got to go in this ball game, and we got to correct all those mistakes that we made, because a team like West Point, if you make those mistakes against them, it can get ugly really, really quickly.
And we've talked about the mistakes and the errors that were made this past week, whether it was turnovers, snaps, fumbles,
Yes.
Anything. All of those mistakes, can they be corrected?
that's my message to the kids today. Everything that we did, we had 9 bad snaps. 7 to the quarterback, 2 to the punter. 9. We had three fumbles. We lost 2. We had 1 interception. So then we had a lot of miscues on blocking assignment on the offensive line. So all of those things that we did can be corrected. And so that's our main focus. As coaches, our main focus is correct our mistakes because we beat ourselves. The team on the other side of 14 didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. So it can be corrected, and we're going to correct those mistakes, and we're going to move forward.
I think I spoke to a couple of my kids in class on Monday about that game. The fact that even through all those mistakes and issues, you still had the ball with a chance to win at the end of the game. So I know there's plenty of disappointment and there's plenty of frustration with all the Wildcat fans and everyone here in this building, but y'all, there's a lot of season to go and there's a lot to be excited about. So what do you want to see Friday from your team? What do you want to see when we walk out there Friday night?
I want to see how well this team responds from last week. Yeah, it's a disappointing loss. Especially our seniors, they wanted this game so bad because, they wanted to beat that team for the last time in their career. They wanted it really bad. And I'm just anxious to see how well they respond. We got a great game plan against West Point. Can't wait to put it in. And just to see them moving forward. Like I said, they can tuck their tail and quit, or they can move forward. And they just have to believe. And my message to them is believe. The word said that you only have to have a little faith than a mustard seed. So if they believe that we can do it, it'll be done. And that's my message to them. And we're just going to practice hard. We're going to work our tails off and move forward.
We look forward to the game coming up Friday night, 7 o'clock, R.E. Hines Stadium. Your Wildcats looking to get back on track when they take on the West Point Green Waves. That'll do it for this week's edition of the Tyrone Shorter Show. We thank you for watching. We hope we'll see you Friday night here at Louisville High School.